up off the case, bro. It's deeper than what you think it is.
Today I would like to discuss a young woman's case that has haunted my mind for years. Hello and welcome back to the mess that is our channel, you and me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get into what happened, some conspiracies, and updated evidence. Please do not send any hate. I do not mean to disrespect anybody that I'm sharing with about today. These are just my opinions. And one final thing, my microphone was not plugged in, so I apologize about that. Good old cursed video. You're used to it by now. Bye.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with a friend. She's 19 years old.
She's probably...
No, actually, because she had my car. She was driving my car. She know I don't like nobody to drive my car because my insurance will not pay for nobody. I was laying in bed. I just had breast surgery, breast cancer, so I'm, sedated off medication.
You do not agree with the simple story of your daughter walking into the freezer and freezing to death. That is not acceptable to you.
That's not acceptable.
Okay.
Especially when it was cameras as well. You know, it was a camera directly over this freezer.
Did this young woman think that the cooler was an exit? Or did someone's play a part in her untimely demise? So keep watching. Finally bringing you the evidence that I have found, so I hope that you enjoy. Grab a snack, get a drink, do a chore.
That was directly on top of this freezer. I know this. That's why, okay, it's good to look at the theories because, hey, the hotel wasn't, or the Rosemont Police Department wasn't giving us any.
Jenkins was a beautiful, social, 19-year-old young woman born and living in Chicago, Illinois in this time of 2017. Her case has been done by so many, but a lot of things have always stood out to me. So many things are odd surrounding every corner of Kanika's story. Friends are naming each other, and Kanika's mother, Tereasa, has even sued the hotel that Kanika was partying at and her body was found in. What would be her last September weekend? The first thing that stands out to us, even in 2021, is how long it took the police to claimed to have found her in the walk-in freezer of a walk-in cooler in one of the hotel's unused kitchens.
So obviously there was drinking involved in this party. There are not toxicology reports released yet. They will be coming soon, and like I said, that's going to bust this thing wide open. That's going to tell us a lot, hopefully.
Autopsy reports have come out now, and there were even suspected organ selling theories. I found some really weird answers in her autopsy that I will definitely share with you today. Also, no one seems to talk about this YouTuber and a couple other people who got execution style M-worded when they got really close to this case.
In ZakTv, they brought him down a back street, blocked him off, got him right in his car. All execution style. This is no coincidence that they all three died the same way. And, telling him, back up off the case, bro, it's deeper than what you think it is. ZakTv. Deep.
And they're all kind of suspiciously similar. Searching within friends and looking through Facebook and YouTube comments locally, here we see an eerie text from Kanika to Tereasa, almost predicting her dark and confusing future. And I was shocked to keep uncovering footage, hours and literal hours of unseen hotel footage during and after they discovered the body, as well as cousins and friends commenting, posting videos asking for people to look into their leads. We will get into this today. Also, an interesting clip I will show later of Kanika's sister Lenore allegedly talking about her and another death at Kanika's gravesite. You really can't talk today. Late Friday, September 8th at 11:30 p.m., Kanika took her mom's car with permission to go bowling and to a movie to celebrate Kanika's new nursing job. Kay checked in with her sister at 1:30 a.m. Saturday the 9th. Unknown to family, Kanika was partying on the 9th floor with other co-eds in a typical hotel room at the Chicago Crown Plaza Rosemont Hotel. Videos of the party can be found from Snapchats. Kay's mom told reporters the next day at 4 a.m. she had got a call saying her friends could not find her. Kanika had stayed in the hall while they went back to try and find her phone, and Kanika had driven them all there. So they left her alone. They had her keys. They had her phone. Why did they leave her alone?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call. In the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
And friends now name this T guy and a friend called Monifa a lot. In Kanika's mom Teresa's lawsuit against the hotel and Capitol Security, she mentions the smoke alarms were deactivated in this room.
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends. They said that they didn't have no camera, breast cancer, so I'm sedated off medication.
Kanika's mom came to the hotel at 5 a.m. This is dedication, lady who just went through breast cancer removal surgery. Hotel staff and police were not very helpful, and they kind of told Teresa to just sit and wait, she did. At 1:15 p.m., the hotel was alerted of a missing person on Saturday. A 12-hour search of all areas and the hotel floor that she was partying on commenced. Red flag 506 at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. The police say that Kanika was not seen on any of the security footage. Not until 10 p.m. would police say that they saw Kay walking at like 3:20 in the morning. A lot of back and forth goes on whether a security guard had her phone or not, and I'm not here for like the rumors. I really want there to be the evidence, and definitely go back and review footage yourself. Comment down below any thing that you have found to be intriguing, please. It has been 24 hours, and at 1 a.m. on Sunday, police alert the family that Kanika's body has been found in the locked, keyword locked, freezer. It is so shady that no one says who found the body, and I've seen this image of a guy in a red tie going back and forth really quick. There was construction going on in that floor and on the restaurant that her body was found in. Teresa's lawsuit is also towards the restaurant leasing this space. Did she wander in there thinking that this was a way outside? Side note, people think that there is a voice leading her, but I don't really see how that would be possible. YouTube comments seem to be convinced that this was a setup by friends to have her M-worded. And I personally lean towards Selena Gomez taking the organs, but I don't mean to disrespect SG either. Did Kanika plan to meet somebody there like a hookup? Friends claim that there was a trigger warning here. GR, if you know what I mean by that sick group attack. And photos really made me kind of agree. Also, Kanika's mom has said that police decided instantly, without any expert examinations, just like walking in and finding her, they decided that there was no assault, sexual, or foul play immediately. No experts. Was her friend really trying to set her up? Did this guy or a couple guys show up after the girls didn't show up to a movie? A few people said that they were in the hall, he was at the door. Why are people saying that her friend Monifa has something to do with this? I've seen it so many times. So many people are like, I actually know her. There's one girl who's like wearing Kanika's jeans. I don't know. It's a lot. The friends waited hours before calling mom to tell her about this. And so I do believe them that she didn't know about the party. And Tereasa had worked in a cafeteria for 7 years. So she has mentioned that Kanika would know how to get out of a freezer. And if she was too drunk, how could she open that heavy door? In some videos around 2:30 a.m., Kanika was seen not stumbling with her friends. So you're telling me an hour later, she's stumbling all the way backwards. Of course, Teresa's upset that nobody found her sooner. She was deemed to have died of hypothermia. I just feel like Kanika might have been meeting someone. She seems like a sexually active girl, and maybe they went down there before. This is Chicago, Illinois. It's not a nice, gentle, safe place to be. The hotel itself has a bad report for these nefarious things.
Gone. Right,
After
right,
she's
right,
gone.
Right.
And then at the meeting, the sergeant said they'd had numerous of murders, deaths or whatever, however he named it. Don't quote me. He said, but this is the first time we ever had to deal with an attorney. And rolled his eyes at me like, how could you be mad at me when I'm the one's taking the loss? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Kanika's friends admitted to police early on that they had picked up a bottle of Hennessy and some weed before even heading to the hotel. I feel like Kanika would know that even a freezer in a walk-in would have these buttons. They glow, push and go. I did see this part of her in the kitchen leaning backwards, like doing that drunk backwards lean. Almost to the floor, and my vibe is that she was first time experiencing something super strong, being sort of out of her mind, barely able to stand, over seemingly only 10 minutes that her friends left her. Are there more videos that they don't show us, like people are convinced? The police and the hotel did not work fast enough. Definitely not, knowing that Kanika did not have her phone right away. 7 a.m. on Saturday. And this mom is not going to sit at home and stay calm. Saturday at 1 p.m., the police file her as missing, and then at 7 p.m. they get a call because Tereasa is knocking on the hotel doors herself. Now at 12:30 a.m. Sunday, a worker walks through this kitchen and into the walk-in, unlocks the freezer in the search effort. They noticed Kanika in the cooler, slumped to her side, her face down, and one shoe off. And a paramedic had declared her frozen, which the autopsy later, she's not frozen. While her mom and sister ran around this hotel searching, almost intuitively feeling Kanika there, they must have felt really defeated when and close. When in a conference room, the police notified Tereasa and 20 family members that they had found Kanika's body in the freezer. In real life, if a white man dies, they have a family member, even if it's natural causes, come in his house, come to identify before they declare that person passed. So they see Kanika and they just know the description of a missing girl and they just decide that Well, Tereasa states that she didn't get to see her baby until 4 hours later.
How she died.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let me see my baby. Told her she was dead at 1 something. But they didn't let me see her body until 4 hours later. They did let me see. They refused my mother. They refused my family to see her. They said only you and your daughter can see it, and you can't take pictures because this is a crime scene.
This is free.
This in a deep freezer, but they had at this time they had let the morgue take her, move her
defrost the freezer. Her hair had soap and water up on it. She was defrosting the freezer. They defrost the whole freezer. When they discovered the body, we wasn't even allowed to stand in the hotel lobby. They put us out. We had to stand outside and look. We studied, tried begging for help, The police department couldn't even help us. After they found my baby dead, they couldn't even help us. The bastards! They couldn't even help us.
Well, Chicago Tribune states that she got to go around the corner where there's conveniently no cameras and see the body. There is no footage of this freezer door that we know of. Tereasa has sued in 2018. Hello, editing Chloe here. I've seen multiple statements that there were padlocks available but not for use, not being used in the freezer at the hotel. And the party was totally known about by hotel staff. I've seen again lots of sources saying that Tereasa met someone on her knocking around doors that said there was a party. The hotel staff came up. There was loud noise complaints. And from seeing how smoky and loud the party was, I definitely believe that. So here's what I found in the autopsy. Kanika was examined at 10 a.m. on Sunday, September 10th. Kanika was found wearing what she left home mostly in, slumped on the floor of the empty fridge, in a bra shirt, jeans, her underwear on, but one shoe was near the body. According to the medical examiner, rigor mortis was well developed. No fractures, cuts, or foreign material were found. She was mildly hyperemic from the cold, but no fighting or tongue wound. I was going back and forth on whether to mention her piercings, but as a woman who has piercings in places you can't see, I feel like she wouldn't mind. Kanika was obviously proud enough to have them, so she wouldn't mind me sharing that she had multiple piercings in places that the sun does not shine, but I also do want to respect her personal privacy. She didn't appear to have been sexually abused in any parts of her body. According to the state medical examiner, Kanika had tattoos on the sides of her abs and both sides of her back. She also had fake nails that were all intact, and both her nails and her toes were painted a white. Her right leg and ankle showed contusion and an abrasion, but her left shoe is off past her body in the freezer. Upon walking into that kitchen, Kanika had two shoes on. She warmed up and stripped so hard she tripped. Let's get to the missing organs after we discuss what was in her blood. Kanika was found to only have a blood alcohol content of 0.112, and that is 0.104 over the legal driving limit, even in Illinois. Also, this bilobate right lung missing a middle lobe. This can be caused by a birth defect, and Selena Gomez needed a kidney nearby in 2017, but that's just what her publicists might have. What if this and the mix of an alcohol and a medication in her system made it harder for her to function? Or something much worse. Kanika's sister Lenore was caught talking in a highly reviewed video of her celebrating with friends at her gravesite. Remember, all of this is alleged. Allegedly, it's even her sister who was speaking. I don't like this video's view on Kanika, but the conversation is interesting, and I hear she got him killed, and I'm not gonna lie, she got him killed because she got him killed. And I'm not gonna lie, she got him killed because Kanika got too damn close. Is there some gang or scary, darker involvement? Who are the other people that Lenore are referring to? In the early morning of May 2018, YouTuber and street familiar ZakTv was fatally shot multiple times while driving away from a club just blocks down the road. At 1:30 a.m., a car was seen pulling up next to ZakTv and fatally shooting into his head and neck. His car slid into a light pole. After being rushed to the hospital, Zak passed away of his injuries, and he was said to have peacefully helped a gang settle a dispute in the past. Witnesses saw multiple people run from the shooting after shouting, "Let's go." Zach Stoner referred to his channel as the two sides of the hood CNN problem. I want to show the world what the other side of Chicago is like. He said in an interview with Chicago news outlet, The Defender wrote that Stoner recorded what others missed and repeatedly interviewed people many hoped would never appear on camera. His videos are not short, fluffy, flashy, and sentimental documentaries. On the contrary, they are more like a visceral hit in the stomach. He can leave you inspired by changes or be disturbed by reality. Kanika's sister and friends have been in people's mouths a lot, and this YouTuber still posts today footage of the hotel around Kanika's death. The one I find worth noting is when employees debatably clearly are discussing finding the body and the police notifying employees of like what's going on. And in closing, the lawsuit for negligence filed in 2018 by Tereasa has not been updated since filing in 2018, to the point where I called the clerk's office. And they couldn't find anything in their systems either. I asked if this meant the case had been dropped, and she said she doesn't know. Reporters claim it was for $50 million. I almost went and called the Beam legal team to ask for Tereasa and news about this other autopsy that she had done. And then I had a thought, like I was going to be a Seattle journalist or something, but I had a thought. If they really did another autopsy, or if the lawsuit is ongoing, if this is a ongoing private investigation, they wouldn't want all this knowledge to be out there. And no results came from searching the high-profile Illinois cases either. And I think something happened between the friends who had Kanika's phone before she left the room, or the boys in the hallway.
They had a kids, and they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone? I knew something wasn't right.
Final thoughts. The police did not dust for prints, so I really think that they did Kanika Jenkins an injustice in 2017, as well as her family. And to me, in my opinion, her crime scene photos like really look like someone just threw her in there. And a lot of investigating tubers and commenters keep mentioning this T name as well, and who they think rented the room too. Like there's a lot out there if you guys start getting into this. And another friend reported Kanika was sad at the party over a boy, and in the videos I kind of see her awkwardly mingling, and like, but that's what I would do. And here's a good video explaining about these 4 other deaths after they were getting really close to the case.
And how he was going to expose some people. He was tripping like, I can't believe the pictures I just saw of Kanika. Then he got threatening phone calls, which told him to leave the cases alone. He had his homeboy T Streets. T Streets goes down to the police station. Guys are trying to protect their necks, okay? Guys that violated her, that raped with her on. Somebody knows something, right? And they start talking. And what they eliminated, Zach, OTE head, the protester, J Money, and T Street, a protester, a big outspoken protester for Kanika in his car, just like J Money.
Please tell me what you think. Have a great rest of the day. Best friends for life. Stay beautiful.
I never found out about this freezer wasn't working or none of that until after the fact. You know, I'm hearing it from the media or whatever, you know. First stop would have been them being professional cops. Hey, it's something had to go on. And then to come to find out after all that, at the closing meeting, my daughter asked them, did you all take fingerprints? And they said no. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
Dust the body, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because I work in the cafeteria once, as I mentioned.
Alone. You know, he got a call from a woman that sounded just like Tereasa. He had a call from a man You know, telling him back up off the case, bro, is deeper than what you think it is. ZakTv is deep.